Hey everyone, Meg here with IT Stamping and welcome to today's video. Today we're going to be stamping and making a card using the January 2026 Crafty Crew Kit from Crafty Stamp Co. So I'm going to be using two different stamp sets for my images. I'm going to be using the Stitched with Love Meadow and the Stitched Whisker stamp set. Both of these come in the Crafty Crew Kit. So once I have all of these images stamped, I'm going to be coloring them in with my favorite alcohol markers. For my coloring, I'm going to be going in with a couple different shades of pink. I've got my R5.3 for my darker pink, and then I'm going to be switching over to R5.1 here in a bit to do the lighter pink. For this card, I decided just to go with two tones. I love gray and pink together, and I thought this was the perfect stamp set to do this with. It also coordinates with the pattern paper that comes in this kit. So we're going to go through and color all of our images. I love how these have the little bows on the bag and the bows around the fabric or the quilts or however you want to view that. These images are super simple to color. You can do a ton of shading or minimal shading or no shading at all. It's whatever your preference is. But we're just going to go through, use different colors, have some fun. One of my favorite things about coloring is just how relaxing it is. I've always loved to color my entire life, and so card making fits in perfectly with this. It's just soothing, and I love these markers, and I love how this all comes together. All right, so we're going to go through. I'm going to be doing a little bit of shading on the stacked fabric, not a ton. The goal of this card was quick and easy, just minimal coloring, and overall looking for total cuteness because, you know, the stamp sets are super cute. So if you've never ordered a Crafty Crew Kit from Crafty Stamp Co before, the thing to know is you always have to pre-order or you have to be a subscriber. So if you're just going in to buy it after the kit is live, you will not be able to get it. So you have to pre-order this by December 15th of 2025. Once all of our images are colored, it's time to do our cutting. Now she does give you the cut files for this for an e-cutter. I'm just using my scissors. I haven't mastered that other part yet. And the scissors work just fine. These are my favorite scissors, by the way. If you have trouble cutting and fussy cutting and doing all that fun stuff, definitely get these scissors. All right, next we're going to stamp our sentiment. I'm going to use a paper trimmer to trim it off. I'm going to use my scissors again. I'm going to create a banner on each end by cutting up in the middle and then cutting from the corner up to where I cut and then the other corner up to where I cut, making any adjustments as you need to. Now we've got our sentiment done, we're going to play with a stencil. So I love this stencil. It also comes in this Crafty Crew Kit. It's called Quilted, and I'm using it with a pink ink. I'm using a Distress Oxide, and I'm doing it pretty heavy-handed. My initial thought was to go really light with it, and then once I started with a light coat, I wanted to do more, and y'all, look at this. I can't wait to show it to you. Ta-da! And it looked so crisp and clean that I decided, no, I needed to do some ink splattering. So I took some gray ink, a little bit of water, and a paintbrush. I'm just going to mix those around. I decided I need a little bit more color, so add some more ink and just blend it out. I'm using my Glassboard Studios mat on this, so cleanup is a super easy thing. Like, you don't have to worry about cleanup. Once we've got that all done, I'm going to take my card base, fold it in half, use a bone folder to get a nice crisp edge on it, flip it over, and now we're ready to add on our stenciled layer. So I'm just using a regular tape runner, and we'll get this added on. For the rest of my elements, I'm going to be using foam adhesive, well, except for to add the sentiment. The sentiment's going to go onto a label. Once that's all put together, then I'm going to use foam adhesive for everything else. We'll get these all added onto our card. And my friends, we have this adorable card. So make sure to get your Crafty Crew Kit while you can during the pre-order. Thanks for watching.